G'day everybody and welcome to the show. I'm having fun again as I go. Okay, here is a story of how I got into volunteer work with vinnies. I might not be a Catholic and I might not be a Christian, but I'm a Buddhist and I believe in things, and I believe there's a story here to say what I really believe. So this is it. You see, in 2001, I wanted to be respected and I was very, very sad because nobody wanted to talk to me. But mate, I needed to be reformed, so my case manager said, give volunteering ACT a ring. And then they put me in touch with St. de Paul, vinnies. And I met the boss named Helen, who was a very loving and kind towards me, making me think there's no such thing as a bad person. It was volunteer work, and I emptied the clothing bins, and one guy banged on the bin while I was in it, but nothing bad happened. And I chopped up the boxes and unpacking boxes. And I did the barbecue for the 10th anniversary in 2001 and the 20th anniversary in 2011. And I also vacuumed the floor every Wednesday, Thursday and Friday morning. And I talked to the shoeshine guy about everything, and he drove me home from the Brumbies. And the other people used to talk to me about my day and try to tell me of the best people to muck with and the best people to avoid. And I did that for a while. And at Christmas in 2001 to Christmas in 2012, I played Santa Claus for the kids. And it was fun to give the kids gingerbread men and dollies, which I bought from the reject shop and got reimbursed for it. And every Christmas, kids used to love me and love getting their treats. And Helen left and Glenn took over and really liked how I played Santa every Christmas. He even put a few teddy bears and shit. And he liked how I made the carpet shine. Yes, it was fun talking to him about life, and he taught me that voices in my head can be controlled by meds. And then he left, and poor Stuart took over, and he was a good photographer and took photos of the kids on my Santa's knee. And because of these Christmases, I really have some great memories. It was fun. And also I joined some other Catholic friends for Sunday morning tea, and I had a milkshake and raisin toast. And I held babies and talked to the cool men. It was fun, and we had a lot of laughs. And I talked about the footy and other things, even stories on the news, and I left vinnies in 2013 because the new boss wasn't into Santa, but it was fun to play Santa, even if some kids teased. And one tried to pull my beard off to try to clear his head. But I moved my head up so he couldn't pull it off. I had my ways. That kid couldn't find out who Santa was, and it was fun. But I'm not a Catholic. I'm a Buddhist who likes Christmas. I believe I am St. Nicholas in my previous life. That is why I like Christmas as a Buddhist. That's the poem of how I became vinnies. It was fun. I'm not doing it again because I've got my new life now. But it really was good to do that kind of thing back then. It gave me a bit of sensitive and made me a bit sensitive towards myself and made me more confident in myself to do things. And this is another one about another volunteer organisation I joined. Hope you enjoy it. Brian Allen cooking sausages on the barbecue. You see, back in 2001, I wanted to do volunteer work at the footy, so I rang the bell at Magpies to see if there was anything I can do. And I was given the job of sausage cooker, and I did steak sandwiches as well. And I was having conversations with all the footballers about how well they are playing, or whether they will win today. And occasionally I would cook about 100 sausages ready for the Oz kickers. I enjoyed going there. It made me feel good and worthwhile. I was very cool when I was talking to the footy workers, and sometimes my medication made me shy up, but But mate, I still enjoyed working for the Magpies. It was rad and very cool. Oh shit. I had the main people like Scott and Ray and Glenn and Paul and the two Carlton Robs and Kath, who was also going for Carlton. It taught me to be loyal to my team, and I got on well with every footballer and officials, and I was loving cooking the barbecue for them. I was a team member. I even got my name on the President's Shield, and I got to put it up in my house for 1 year. It was an honour, and I got a cup for it as well, a cup. I love joking around with people at the footy, as I fed them mostly their lunch, and it was rad. Especially the kids loved to kick their footy around my barbecue, and some kids wanted to help me do it, but I enjoyed being at the footy barbecue. Maybe I was saying I'm still young as I was doing it, but I enjoyed it. I'm a good guy. I was very nice to everyone. I gave it up in 2018 because I wanted to move on, but that barbecue was the best fun I had. For me, the supporters, their kids, and the canteen workers, my colleagues. Yes, I was a canteen worker. That was cool, the barbecue man. Okay, that's the second one. And now I'm going to go off to this is one called The Voices Don't Bother Me. It might be a bit different and a bit weird, but I'm just going to see. This is how it goes. My voices don't own me. I own myself. I hear people trying to shove me in the kitchen, but I'm watching the bloody footy. Because my voices don't own me and rule me despite of how I used to act. My voices are living in the past, not me. I tell my voices that they are worthless heap of bloody shit, and the voice is too fucking shy to be a family person like me. I'm a good guy, never put a foot wrong. Well, that is what I like to think anyway, because I think the voice is retarded, trying to get me to muck with ghosts. He's a fucking ghost. I'm a real family person, dude, and not a family person to a tease. I don't like fighting on the street. It solves nothing. Just do it in the ring, where the other person wants to fight. The voice might be ready for a fight on the street, but me, I prefer to watch them in the ring with a referee. I'm a family person. I'm not a hooligan anymore. I am reformed. Bloody oath, mate. I'm a man, but never fight on the street. The voices are pretty much a worthless heap of shit anyway. And I hope you enjoyed that one. So getting into the right mood now to start to party. It's getting close to the finals in the football. Tonight, Gold Coast beat St Kilda, and Penrith beat Melbourne. And it's good to see Melbourne Storm down the bottom. I don't like Melbourne Storm that much. And here's another one. It's called I Want to Party All Day Long. You see, I want to party all day long. Oh yeah, mate. I see people just being normal in my head, dude. I have a great barbecue and I have a great life. I have never, ever got into strife. I just say, go to bed with your wife. I see Gordon Ramsay is a cool man. The way he yells at people who are poisoning us. And he will yell and rant and scream. I hit the radio with my beam. You see, you are trying to say to me, go to bed. Let us men take over. I say, I ain't ready for bed. You should go to bed, you big dickhead. The voices say, no, why should I, mate? Because you are a jungle ape. The voices say, no, I'm a young dude, mate. I say, yes, but you should remain that way. Because really, mate, I don't want to end up on the streets. Just off you go to bed, little Bo Peep. You see, I party with the dudes, oh yeah, leaving you to sit there with your beer. You see, I am the raddest dude in the world, so now my voice is a little girl, playing with dresses and bangles and lippy, while I wear wigs and party on YouTube. Really cool. It's getting close to the next one. I'm just going to read one more. This is a poem I wrote. I'll be at the mall. I'll just see how it goes. You see, when I go to the mall, I don't know what to do, what I do, or how I'm going to live life, and how I bloody won't. You see, when I fall in love by Nat King Cole and Rick Astley, how to be a good guy and not muck with the baddies. You see, it is hard to see a woman through any other point, but man will try and be cool, mate, just like what the other people said. Don't be ashamed to party. Don't be ashamed to do art and write. Just bloody well enjoy yourself. You see, good guys drink alcohol, mainly when they are young. And everybody wants to say, dude, party on, party on, party on, dudes. You see, it can be downgrading listening to people being cool. One person is playing computer games. Yes, you see, I remember the boys named Wayne and Stuart. They were cool kids when they used to drink and have a party. Oh. Don't muck with him like you used to muck with him. He is like us, mate. Don't be a little young dude. I'm not a street person. I have a nice apartment where I live. I don't treat him like a little young dude. By the other young dudes, don't do that. Don't muck with people or over being a big dick. Don't be a heavy-duty man, because I'm a family person, sure, mate. The only thing I'm too puny about being is a cop or a hooligan. I'm a family person. I'm an artist, I'm a writer, and I'm a YouTube entertainer. I don't belong on the streets. I'm not getting agitated. I'd like to see my friends back in the 80s. I don't see them out, so they are moving on like me. I'm a good guy rather than a hooligan that everyone hates. You see, all I have to have is to muck around in our homes. I do, and we all watch TV, and we want to say, I'm a good guy. Now I'm writing, and I am artsy. I do what I want to do, and anyone who looks a bit worried about what I talk about, like my carers, need to learn that I am a good guy. I enjoy mainly in the groups. My old school friends have moved on. I am nice to people, and I mucked around on YouTube, which is the only way to muck around through houses. I'm a good guy, mate, even if you seem to can't get the past out of your head. Well, I'm trying to get the past out of my head, and some of these poems talking about what you did as an adult instead of what you do as a kid all the time, and how you got through the situations, a bit of the little family teasing and things like that. How you get through that is a really big thing to do. Okay, well, I'm going to say goodbye, and I'm going to see you the next time I send one. Bye-bye, dudes.